Speaking out against my abuser ruined my life. I believed that as long as I told the truth, things would turn out alright. I was very wrong.
I've been listening to Melanie Martinez since I was about 13 or 14, but do you want to know who else I listen to?
This is Melanie Martinez, and her situation is insane. If you listen to pop music, then you could have heard her name, Melanie Martinez. She is very popular artist/songwriter who got her fame by being featured on the singing show called The Voice. Since then she has gained lots of followers from all platforms and billions of views from her music project. So it's safe to say she quite popular. However, serious allegations of Melanie has resurfaced, and she been ignoring them. These allegations actually started from 7 years ago when her ex-best friend Timothy Heller first came out. In 2017, Timothy would make vague tweets stating, "What if I have my own story of abuse, but most people won't believe me," because these vague tweet was about Melanie, because few weeks after that she made another tweet, but this name she named Melanie. In the second tweet, Timothy goes into details of what happened. She recounts that she and Melanie having a sleepover, and for some reason Melanie became interested in having sex with her. It is also important to know that at that time Timothy has a boyfriend and Melanie knew about that, but according to Melanie he didn't has to know and it's not a big deal, but Timothy declined the offer, but that didn't stop Melanie. In fact, according to Timothy, Melanie kept asking and begging after she repeatedly told no. It was basically a circle. Timothy would resist, saying things like she has work to do in the morning, and or her boyfriend would be upset, and Melanie would say things like it will be okay and it'd be fun. Eventually Timothy just got tired of fighting with her. Even though she never said yes, then Melanie then proceeded to have intercourse with her. After this post by Timothy went public, there were obvious backlash towards her because during this time Melanie was somewhat popular and she had tons of fans, while Timothy was just a nobody. TBH, when you accused popular figures of misconduct to that degree, typically people won't believe you without proof. Around 12 hours later, Melanie has finally responded, but not in the way we thought. She started off with "I am saddened and horrified," etc., but the one that stood out was Melanie saying Timothy never said no, which directly refused Timothy claims of that she had said no repeatedly over the course of 2 days. And it is a situation where somebody is lying and people don't know who to believe. And Melanie, being the one with the popularity and influence, of course her fans was going to believe her, but some didn't stop there. They went as far as to harass Timothy and even made fake Instagram story making it seem that Timothy is obsessed with Melanie. That is why she came out. Just because they are her fans doesn't mean they have brain. Other people also came out and said they also experienced Melanie begging for sex, but unlike Timothy, she actually said yes. That is why she believes Timothy was telling the truth. After all these allegations, Timothy practically run off the internet and Melanie fans didn't believe her, and they really didn't care because she makes fire music. In the year following, Melanie didn't comment of the situation anymore. She just said Timothy was lying, and with no pressure from her fans base to answer any other allegations. So that was the end of it until about 3 weeks ago, until Timothy came back after years of silence and posted a TikTok.
Speaking out against my abuser ruined my life, and I'd like to talk to you about it. Whether you know who I am or not, I ask you to please listen to my story. If you do recognize me, then you haven't heard from me in a couple of years. And that's because I was effectively run off the internet. You also may have heard that I admitted to lying or that it was proven that I lied. Neither are true. I made the mistake of doing an interview with Daily Mail. While being interviewed, they asked for more specific details, like when the incident took place. It'd been around 2 years prior, so I didn't remember the exact date. What I did remember was a picture I took the next day. I went back in my camera roll, found the picture, and told them the day of the incident was the day before. Unfortunately, I was wrong. The picture in my camera roll appeared multiple times. I can't explain why. After this discovery, she released a second statement, in which she thanks her fans for researching the timeline and analyzing past Instagram posts which reveal my false statements. Unfortunately, this was enough for 99% of her fans to take what she said as truth and deem me a liar. Anything I attempted to do was infected with this story. Googling me results in many first-page results calling me a liar. The people who hated me took it upon themselves to ruin every opportunity for me. Partnerships with brands, modeling opportunities, they were all flooded with comments saying I lied about SA. In addition to this, my home address, phone number, and family's phone numbers were all leaked.
Since this TikTok came out, some Melanie fans has grown up a little bit in the 7 years since this original happened, because the comments section seems to be positive now with comments like "I never understood how people thought it was disproved. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. And like I said before, I don't know if Melanie is guilty and Timothy could be lying, but when you look at it, the only defense Melanie has against these allegations is that she didn't say no, because that literally it. When you go Melanie Instagram comments section now, the only thing I see on her latest post are asking to respond to this allegations. Because in the last 7 years they didn't really pressure her about any info. If you are enjoying the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.